Hi, everyone. I'm Randi Weingarten, president of the AFT, and this is my weekly update. Now, everything we do in the AFT is part of our fight for a better life for all, for our members, for those we serve, for our families and our communities. That's the North Star. And this week, we're celebrating a huge win in that fight. The Maryland General Assembly passed legislation extending collective bargaining rights to thousands of public university faculty in the state. AFT and AFT Maryland and our members have fought for these rights for years. And at a time when faculty are facing daily attacks on their freedom to think and to teach, the right to negotiate with their employers for better wages and conditions are more important or is more important than ever. The next stop is the governor's desk, and I hope that he signs it soon. This week also brought exciting news from Wisconsin and Ohio. Anesthesia techs at the Ohio State University Medical Center voted to join the Ohio Nurses Association, and we are thrilled to welcome them to AFT Healthcare. And John Shelton, the president of AFT Wisconsin, won his race for city council in Green Bay, as Chris Taylor won her race for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. But all of this is overshadowed by the war with Iran. I was horrified by President Trump's threats against the people of Iran this week. His threat that a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. This is a new bottom, and something that must be viewed as not normal. Pope Leo strongly denounced the president, and even many of Trump's stalwart supporters condemned his menacing threats, which conservative columnist Peggy Noonan called sociopathic. Regardless of how one feels about the war in Iran, the President of the United States must honor basic human rights and not use the awesome power of the U.S. military to call for the end of a civilization. We welcome the Pope's call for peace and hope that the 2-week ceasefire will lead to the end of this war. The high cost of the war can be measured in many other ways: in lives lost, in forever changed, its vast destruction, its enormous price tag. President Trump just asked for a 40% increase in military spending. He campaigned on ending wars and on lowering costs. But now he says he can't fund Medicare, Medicaid, child care because of his war. No one voted for that. Working families are paying the price through the higher cost of gas, food, utilities, and other necessities. And as we get closer to tax day, working people power this country, and workers deserve a fair tax code. The Working Americans Tax Cut Act would eliminate income taxes for many working Americans, cut costs for millions more, and be paid for by millionaires. It has support not only from workers, but from the group Patriotic Millionaires, which knows it's wrong to cut funding for health care, education, and food assistance to pay for tax cuts for big corporations and billionaires, including themselves. I hope you will urge your representatives to vote for the Working Americans Tax Cut Act. We have over 30 senators who are now supporting it. I want to remind AFT members about our fight for affordability as well. Building on our work to help members save millions on their student loans, we're helping protect members from price gouging, junk fees, and predatory corporate schemes. Have you ever opened a medical bill and felt your heart sink? You could actually be protected from surprise medical bills because health care shouldn't come with hidden price tags in the fine print. You can find tools to fight back at aft.org/affordability. And let me just end with this. We stand in solidarity with the faculty at the University of Illinois Springfield. They are on strike for the fair pay and benefits that help guarantee that their students get the best possible education to pursue their dreams. And next week, our members in LA, UTLA, may be on strike as well. We stand with them, and if they are on strike, I will be out there. I hope these videos give you a snapshot of what goes on in the AFT and helps you feel connected to the fight for a better life, a fight we all do every day in different ways. Thank you for making a difference. And I'm going to end with this, the sign we had for our Seder, kindness matters. Thank you for being so kind and so caring, and I'll see you next week.